see. Let's see what this does. Okay. Might just do a little reset, perhaps. Maybe that's the way to go. Yeah, I'm just watching as well. I wonder why this is so choppy. Yeah, Gav was having this problem, but Gav was streaming from home as well the other week. Let's have a little look, eh? Might just do the classic. I know you can't hear me. Oh, you can hear me. Might just do the classic reset. Okay, give us 1 second. What are we saying here? Are we smoother? Is the footage smoother? Is the mic better? Have we done this? Have we sorted it out? Could it possibly be as simple as that? What are we saying? We're looking good. Actually, let me see if I can show you what I don't know why I'm doing this, because maybe this is a bit overkill, but I took this picture earlier. I'll show you my setup. Good evening, everyone. This seems to be working. Okay, cool. Now, I'm going to tempt the devil by trying to do something that's probably a bit stupid if it's not behaving itself. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what my setup looks like, so you can just get a little sense of why I'm looking at all the different corners of my desk. Just make sure I don't add the right picture. Here we go. So this is what I'm looking at currently. I've got a new big stream deck on the go. I've got an iPad up for the chat, so I can do gameplay and iPad like chat in the same eye line. And yeah, and I've got my laptop with all the streaming stuff in the corner. Ideally, I do half and half on my big monitor of like all OBS stuff and the game. But when you do that on the screen, you can do like split screen, picture in picture, but it like fucks up all the aspect ratio. We don't have sad cam. All my cams are sad because it's got my face. Hope everyone's doing well today. Yeah, this seems to be settled down quite nicely, right? Bubstar says, rocking that big stream deck. It's literally the first time we ever fucking used it. Honestly, it's been in a box for 2 years. But it's quite nice to have a play around with it. What I actually might do is I might also start editing with it and put all my shortcuts on it. So I might even do the little buttons where it says like Gav Cam, Krupa Cam, Rory Cam when we do the punch-ins. And on the buttons, I'll customize it and put our little faces on. So when you press it, Gav smiles. That's my idea. Okay, how's everyone doing? I've asked that about 4 times because I'm just checking stuff. That's my little filler. Haircut Krupa. No haircut, Ben. I actually need a haircut. I've not had one for 2 whole months. I've just washed it this morning and put some product in it. Okay. But I am getting a haircut next week. My mum's down, so I need to look the best. Taking her to the theatre on Wednesday. I say I'm taking her to the theatre. My mum retired last year and she got a voucher from her company to go see a West End play. So we're going to go see Phantom of the Opera. And we're going to go for a meal afterwards as well. Because it's like included in the gift. Is that all? Yeah. Sorry, just I cut out on my screen. I saw a good tweet the other day. I think Phantom the Opera is ending its run on Broadway after like something like 25 years or whatever. And I saw someone do a quote retweet saying, "Good luck getting him out there." Yeah, I've seen the Phantom Opera once, but like absolutely years ago. Can I just check? Am I cutting out for anyone else? Just because on my preview, it keeps buffering lots, and it's in my head. Okay, it's just the preview window on YouTube's being a dick then and making me feel like it's breaking. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Phantom of the Opera again because I think I saw it like 10 years ago once when I first moved to London and I probably didn't appreciate it as much as I would now. And yeah, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing it. My mum's never seen it either. Some good magic, some good stagecraft, which Jen's pointing out. My mum really wanted to go see Wicked, but this voucher that her company bought her, you could only go see select plays, and Wicked wasn't one of them. It's that, Book of Mormon, which my mum, while not very religious, I still don't think she'd be super into. She has seen Les Mis. I've taken her to see Les Mis in the past. Okay, right. I'm going to go. We're going to switch. Let's see if the big stream deck works. Will it take us to Let's Play? It does. Well done, big stream deck. Okay, let me just... I think I might just need to... So what I'm going to be doing, the first like 10 minutes, just let me know how game audio and my mic audio is, because since the last stream I've had to like rebuild my setup, so some of the settings might have kind of got broken a bit. Tightening my iPad, if you wonder what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, the Stream Deck is actually a really cool thing. You just customize it with loads of little buttons. People don't know what I'm referring to. It's this thing. You can put custom little hotkeys on, so it makes it easier when streaming to do simple things like change camera. Okay. Hello. I should have all my soundboard on it as well. Okay. I built that very quickly just before the stream because we don't have the little one in the office. Is Mel saying my jumper is stylish? If so, thank you, Mel. Okay. Alright, should we get into this? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go down. Thank you, Mel. She said yes. Bubstar, yeah, I think I am gonna spend a little bit of time next week actually going to town on the old Stream Deck and making it work to my will. Okay, so right, let's figure out where we were. We are. I don't know where we're at. How many? We're obviously farming proofs of Concord, or proof of a Concord kept, which is always fun to say. I can't remember how many we were on, but what we did is, thanks to the generosity of people in the chat, I do have an obscene amount of souls. And let's just recap. At the end of the last stream, I believe I slammed them all into luck, so we're at 83 luck. We do now have a way of killing these Silver Knights that is far more reliable. And I'm just very leveled, so when we go into New Game Plus, when I reallocate a lot of the stats in Ramen the Noodle, he's going to be unkillable, I would like to think. But how many do we have? Let's have a little look. Inventory, let's have a look. So we need 30 of these, and we've got 8. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I thought we had more than that. But psychologically, so people saying gameplay's dark. That could be because I just recalibrated my PlayStation. How do you do adjust HDR? I think that... yeah, as long as it don't cut out the stream. I very quickly, because we were using the PlayStation. This is a fun way to start the stream. Everyone like... I don't think I calibrated it properly just before we started, so I'll just do this. I always spend too long doing these. Cool. That should make it better. If not, I'll just go into the game settings as well and pump it up. Okay, sweet. Let's see how that is, and if not, we can tweak it. How's everyone's Saturdays doing? Is my mic okay? Am I loud enough? Obviously, you'll probably be able to judge that a little bit better once we get into gameplay. Mari has come back with beers. Very jealous of you beers. I'm not going to have a beer today. I might have a alcohol-free Corona. Just because me and Rory went out for a few beers last night and didn't get very drunk, but we went out for 3 or 4 beers and we ate some Scottish food, which is very nice. We had some Scottish poutine, which is haggis and a Scottish cheese on chips with gravy. And then we went home and slightly tipsy played Overwatch 2. Minna said, "You're great, Krupa. I'd like to think that's just in general and nothing to do with the microphone. But thank you if the mic's also good." Poutine is good. Haggis is good. I don't know if people, like, some people are a bit squeamish with stuff like that, but it's better not to think about it if you are, because haggis is very tasty. It's like a meaty rice. That's how I described it to Rory. It's like a meaty rice. Okay, so let me just, I need to get back into the flow of what we were doing with this. And so, beginning this stream, we'll just do this, and I kind of want to see just kind of whether we get some, like what we're looking at in terms of these drops, whether we can get some quickly now we've got all this extra luck. And then if we're doing well and I get bored and we want to like switch it up a little bit. Dark Spirit Willow. Oh, I think Ben said they could drop me some stuff. I might just take this hat off. Who's my Overwatch main? Joe says. Honestly, last night we were doing role queue and no one wanted to play healer, so I was playing a lot of healer last night, which I don't mind doing, but they're not. I haven't played the most with healers. I used to be. I've gone through quite a lot, but like my main ones over time are probably Tracer, Mei, Junkrat. I used to play a lot of defense characters when defense was a thing. I used to like protecting the payload. Sweet. Just getting Ben in, so Ben is going to give me some more souls that I can pop to level luck that will help increase our drop rate. I'm just glossing this. I'm sure everyone in this chat knows why we're doing these things, but just in case. But I used to love Junkrat and Mei. I used to like blocking out. So if you're doing, you know, holding a point, I used to like just like putting down my traps and marshalling space and stuff like that. Minna says, Krupa's got to die to the Mimic Head. It wouldn't be a grinding stream if I didn't die to the Mimic Head at least once. The souls are from Ant B, so thank you, Ant B. I feel like I'm... This is what like proper influencers feel like when they're gifted. Thank you, hashtag gifted. 45,000 souls from Ant B. Cheers. Airy denial, that's exactly the phrase I was looking for, Anders. I appreciate that. Where were you spawning in, Ben? Hashtag blessed. Oh, here he comes. Here he fucking comes. Oi, oi. Oi, oi, Savaloy. Oh, I said that. Thank you for the bits, Kings of Sweden. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. I need to get some more custom graphics. That's what all the streamers have, isn't it? That's what we're going to do for New Game Plus. I've got some time before then. Should we go to town with the Stream Deck XL and get the green screen back? Yeah. Thank you. Just taking it. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. Oh, this feels horrible killing Miller, but had to be done. Had to be done. What do people... Oh, we do need a B button for this stream deck, actually. We should do that. I'll make like a... I'll boot up Photoshop and we'll make a bunch of custom stuff. I do have time in the next few weeks because we're just wrapping some stuff behind the scenes, which we'll find out about very soon. But I will have more time to do things like that, which I actually do really enjoy... doing little things like that. Right, what we should do here, let's just warp back, put this all in luck. And then I just need to get my eye back in with killing these and get that rhythm down. Krupa gets into streaming so much because a hot new VTuber. If I could not show my face, that would actually be preferable to me. Hello, Kevin. I'm doing very well. How are you, Kevin? Willow died for our sins. She did. She's the best of us. She's the best of us. Right, let's pop all the... Oh my... Look at all these. Oh, it's so naughty doing this. Also, I'm going to have so many souls going into New Game Plus. Should we just pop all these? Look at the state of this. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Oh, I didn't realise all of these look. Right, we're going to pop them all. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Ben M says, have you picked a costume for this year's Halloween stream? I left it a bit late. So what I wanted to do, I couldn't do. Because to be fair, I'm usually quite lazy in a sense with it. I just buy like an official costume that always looks really good, and then sometimes I go do a bit more effort with the makeup. That's what I did with Pennywise and Beetlejuice and all that. And I was going to do the same this year, and then I left it too late to order what I wanted, and I thought it would still come in time, but I left it too late. So this year I'm doing an outfit more that I've pieced together myself. I do think it'll be good. There's a few little elements to it, but I have decided, and so have the boys. But I don't, you know, as always, I don't know what they're going to be. Like, obviously we find out before the stream because we're getting ready in the same space, but that Halloween stream is next Saturday. Hope you're all going to be watching. I don't think we've completely decided what time just yet. I don't know if we put something in the monthly update. It's going to be like 6 or 7 o'clock. The game that we're playing should take about 4 to 5 hours, but I'd always increase that by a couple of hours because chatting and chat and probably having a few Coronas. So that's next Saturday. There'll be no ramen, sadly. There will be a cocoa. Let me just catch up on chat. How many have we got there? I can't even read. 6. We've got 11 million souls on us. We've got 11.5 million fucking souls. Right. Where's she gone? I thought she'd like run away because it was just too much for her. You've got to always add 20% time for banter, Bubstar. It says, genuinely, when I'm planning filming, I always look at that website, like How Long to Bleed, which now IGN own because they bought it. And whatever that website says, I always times it by 1.2 to 1.5 if I want to figure out how much time we need to shoot a series. Right. This might be too much. This is wild, isn't it? Might just put this into more so we don't die. I mean, this is stupid, isn't it? I mean, souls are just not going to be an issue buying stuff, so I'm just going to just put them all in, shall we? Is there anything else that would be beneficial? While you're answering that, I'm just going to get a little drink. We're going to start with a Diet Coke. Ramen is here, if people are wondering, but I'm not going to get him on camera just yet because he's settled quite nicely. He's having a little sleep in his basket. The Dex, that was a thing, wasn't it? Let's put in... Was that Dex thing a thing? Or do we... I mean, let's face it, this doesn't really matter too much, does it? Okay, I'm just going to do that unless chat has anything else. Ooh, somebody made a good point about putting in intelligence, because it can... Does it scale with intelligence? ADP. Alright, if nobody has... What's vitality? That's quick. Right, should we just do that, yeah? Right, we're going for it. Don't say anything different now because I've done it. And I don't want that in my head. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. So I think... Can I buy... Can someone just... Can I go buy coins myself anywhere? Hopefully with all this luck, it's going to be less of an issue. I might as well buy that. I could just buy loads of resins eventually. Buy coins from patches. Ooh, patches. Oh, how... What's everyone been up to? Anyone been doing anything nice this weekend? Patches is upper level, isn't he? That hyena bastard. Oh, sorry. Somebody said hyena bastard. And instead of revealing your comment, I've accidentally deleted it.
Oh, hello again. Welcome to Patch's Boutique of Wonders.
Mel is going to something called the Autumn Lights Festival tonight. That sounds really cool. I'm very... Is it spooky? Or is it just autumnal? Also weird Americans using the word autumnal. Or autumn. Yeah, just buy 610. Why not? Why not, eh? Right. I'm going to go back now. I'm going to see what we're dealing with, okay? Oh, I didn't get the ring. Well, we can have a look around that next time, Ben. We're in fancy dress. What are you going as, Mel? I can imagine you making a very good fancy dress. My girlfriend runs, Ben Cooper says, my girlfriend runs a vegan cookie store on Etsy and I've been taste testing her new range. That sounds incredible. I'm very interested in it. Ben, can you share a link to the cookies? If you do, I think I can approve links. I don't know if I have had a vegan cookie. I've had vegan chocolate recently. Because my partner has quite a bad milk allergy, so vegan cookies sound very good. Okay, rusted coin. Let's get that going. Okay. I can't remember what we did. We just... Was I just doubling them? Ah. Right. We've got something. Imagine if we got one right away. Imagine the bee. Imagine the bee. Right. Right. Everyone just like channel the first bit of bee tonight. Because imagine. Just imagine right now if we had a bit of bee on the go. And this just happened right away. Just bee. Just worked. Am I wearing gold ring +3? I'm wearing. Ooh. Yeah. Bee. Loads of bee. Right, loads of bee coming. Right, okay. Let's get them before I die with this helmet. Okay. Oh, it's not there. It's not the one we wanted. Yes. Yes.
Very good.
Right away, first one. And that was down. Right. That was all down to the power of the bee. Also, all that fucking luck probably doesn't hurt either. Okay, come on. Come on. We're gonna make light work of this, I'm telling you. Mina says, fuck yeah. Let's fucking approve that comment. Fuck yes, please. Ben, send us some cookies. Come on. Okay. We need... John's saying, how do we need... We've got 9 now. We need 21. Because we need 30 total. But, I mean, we might be living in a brave new world now. Where they're just falling. Right, I've got this down. Right, here we go. Here we fucking go, mate. Right. Let's try a bit more B, right? Because this might be just nothing. This might be nothing to us now. Watch this. 5 hours, this. But... B... B, 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 B... B, 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 B... B, 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 B... Right, let's go. No, it's not the one. It's not the one. But... Still, we're 1 for 2. This is 1 for 2. B is better than luck. I've always said it. Bit of both, isn't it? B stands for both. It's like an episode of Sesame Street. B also stands for both. Well, if we... Oh, sorry. That's my bad. I picked that up unnecessarily. Just because Mel has reminded me of this because of our Autumn Lights Festival. Does anyone in the UK still like do bonfire night as a thing? When I was a kid, bonfire night was huge. I used to love it, but I feel like it's been superseded by us getting really into Halloween in a way like the Americans are a bit more. Because like Halloween's is big here now, I think. Do people still do bonfire nights? Right, B. It's not the one. It's not the one. It's fine. We'll come back. We're at 9 total, Sam. Yep. If people haven't checked out Dr. Sam's stats for the new series of Demon Souls, you all should. We actually will tweet them out tomorrow because we should have done that already. Little plug here. Ben Cooper's girlfriend who makes vegan cookies. Her store is called Bake Me Home Cookie Road. Very good pun. The new range will be live in November. They're all based on classic cakes, lemon drizzle, red velvet, coffee and walnut. Hello. They sound great. Minna's right. That was possibly on me that last run because there was literally no time for the bee. And if you don't give the bee the time it needs to work, then you're pointless doing it, really. I mean, we've got this down, haven't we, really, now? Sam, we always love the stats and the graphs. I'm a big fan of stats in general. And one of my... Not many things do annoy me, but one thing that... Slight little pet peeve of mine is people don't understand how to use stats and wield them dangerously. So that's my... Yeah, that's one of my big pet peeves. Like the other day, The Athletic, which is a website that does a lot of sports stuff people don't know, 4 years apart. How are you drawing any conclusions based on a data set of 5 things spread across 20 years? Anyway. Right, B, please. B, 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 B. Right, B, 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 B. Ba, 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 ba. Dorktown YouTube series about amazing sports stats. I've not watched that. That does sound like something that I'd find enjoyable, but also potentially it would annoy me if they're putting out bad stats. It's not the one. It's not the one. Sean the Redhead, I feel you there, Krupa. I'm a research scientist, and the amount of misuse of maths and journalism is infuriating, especially during the pandemic. I mean, you probably even see more, understand more of it than I do. I read a book. Well, wasn't it a book? I read a book called Statistics Without the Tears, which was giving me a better understanding of statistics. Basically, I'm working on a side project. It's not like a big thing. It's just like a personal thing that does involve some stats. So people in our community that do understand stats, I was thinking of Sam Shelley, but maybe this comes to you, Sean the Redhead. I might need your eyes on it at some point in the future, in the next 6 months, to check my maths, because it's probably not right, or I just need it sanity checking, or my methodology is sound. Right. Oh, fucking hell, I didn't mean to do that. I need to... Oh, lot. This is the thing. We've got so many intelligent people in our community. And with interesting skills. I'm just looking at chat while killing the Silver Knight. Seems like there's a few people who are eminently qualified to help me with this project, which would be lovely. And I'll obviously give you a little kind of pseudo-academic, well, citation. Basically, I want to do a bit more writing in my spare time. Just like more as a hobby thing. And some of it might involve some statistics. So, Sean the Redhead, big PhD collab going on. Who else had? Robin, Aisling. Aisling, can you tell me how to pronounce your name? Because I'm always conscious I'm mispronouncing it. Can you write it phonetically? Because I know I met you in Nottingham, and I think I misheard it. Can you just put it in the chat? Because I always feel like I'm butchering it. How would you prefer me to pronounce your name, please? Ashling? That's what Ben's saying. Got it. Never need to ask again. Right. B, please. B, please. That was no one's fault. That was no one's fault. It was no one's fault. Ramen is dreaming, if anyone could hear any of that. Like, one of them was probably a proof of concord. Let's just accept one of them was probably a proof of concord. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because I'm not worried about it. Johnny Lind, that's a good idea. Could start a slug Skillshare program. Got loads of people like share recipe. Loads of people very talented. A lot of people also have like great hobbies and interests. Oh, that's my bad for picking that up. Right, some of these I'm not gonna be as much. Just always be believing is what I'm saying. Actually, I need to remember who said this about stats. Well, when the time comes, I will put this in producers chat or somewhere, or like create a special Discord for help, because that would be really cool to be to get people to help me out with some stuff. I saw a good comment that I wanted to read out. I can't see it. Andy Parson says, I might show the most horrifying pie chart I've ever seen in the producer's Discord thread. I might be wrong here, but I think I remember reading this somewhere. Was the pie chart created by Florence Nightingale? Can I get a live fact check on the stream for that bit of fact for myself there? Also, the thing I'm working on that's maybe related to that might actually require some slight coding as well. And I've learned some very basic coding, but no way could I make this thing. So that is something I would also potentially ask for help on. Right. B. Nope. Oh, here we go. The earliest known pie chart wasn't, maybe. The earliest known pie chart is generally credited to William Playfair's Statistical Breviary of 1801, apparently. That's what Andy's saying. So I might be full of shit. Or QI has lied to me. Okay. I'm just going to... then Florence Nightingale adapted it. So... not totally right, but not totally incorrect either. We're just gonna be rinsing these. So what, does anyone know, quite quickly, what is the maths on our current build with this month? Look, what are we talking in terms of drops? Like crude, approximately. Okay. Right, we're doing this? Come on. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, don't know why I've embered. I was trying to do rusted coin. Okay. Right. Crystal sword. Ben's saying it's about a 5 to 6% rate. So let's what? 515 is my discovery. Ryan was saying what type of code that I would need. I think the thing I might need for the thing that I want to build is Python, but I don't know much about it, so I'm sure what I need is not that complicated and could be built using multiple languages. Because basically the thing I would need is to give an output of an algorithm based on variables a user puts in, so a lot of that is probably just creating a nice interface for it for people to use. Ah, fuck. Actually, I'm super intrigued. I know. The thing is, I've not done... I need to do some of the research for it. It's a little project I've had. I've literally been thinking about doing it for a couple of years. I just need to sit down and crunch a lot of the numbers over the next few months. But all will be revealed soon. Because I might do some of it while Gav's in the World Cup, actually, because I'm going to have 2 weeks off, so... Seriously, I can't remember much Python. See, everyone knows a coding language, it seems. Thank you very much. Right, B... Is that the one? Here we go again. Oh, my neck is a bit crunchy, I'm telling you. I'm trying to sit. I don't know if you can tell, I'm trying to have really good posture on the stream. I'm sitting with my back very straight, because I sit horrendously on my back and my neck. I think, don't really, I'm like, not having a medical opinion on it, but I'd say they're probably fucked. Ooh, dickhead. Right, here we go, here we go. I need to probably go to like some properly decent physio. Minna says Tai Chi has gotten rid of your back pain completely. See, so if another friend of mine really recommended yoga, and she used to do a lot of gym work and a lot of like weights training, and she got, you know, I'm not gonna say like she got jacked or anything, but she was like muscular, and she looked like she was in great shape. But she said doing yoga has made her feel much stronger than like weights work ever did, and it's really helped with a lot of like pain she had. So I was thinking of maybe doing that, but I mean, it's one of those things like saying I do it, so I need to just actually do it. It's hard to like sometimes incorporate a new thing into your routine when you're busy. That's the thing, does everyone just like have a very crunchy body past a certain age and just no one talks about it enough? I just feel like it's quite embarrassing, like sometimes how sore my neck is, and like this is a bit sad. It's like, is it never going to go back to normal ever? Is this me now? Right. Yes, please.
Thank you.
That's 10. We're gonna fly through this. So what? Because famous last words. I mean, we've got 2 in terms of gameplay time. We've only been doing like 20 minutes. So I think we're gonna do what I suggest is we push on to 20. and then maybe we have a break and do like a couple of DLC bosses or something, and then we come back and get the other 10. I know I make plans a lot during these streams that go to shit, but I feel like this might be doable. Okay. Yeah, I do suspect this is just us getting older. 3 an hour was the average. Oh shit, that's got me back in my head. Maybe with our crazy stats, we're doing a bit better. Also, I am killing very quickly. Robin is also saying yoga has saved her back. So this makes me feel like yoga is something to look into. See, again, if I'll have those 2 weeks at home during the World Cup. That's a really good amount of time to successfully incorporate or start to incorporate a new thing into my routine. Because I've got 2 weeks where I can do it every single day without fail. So they always say that with habit making, don't they? Minna says, I'm 51, nobody paying seriously Tai Chi. Do you go to a group to do Tai Chi, or do you like follow a YouTube channel? I think it's also, yeah, I mean, I don't know much about Tai Chi. I mean, I know nothing about Tai Chi, and I know very little about yoga too, but I guess it's also, this is the benefit, it's just regular movement, isn't it? Because like, if you think about it, I get from bed and I go sit at a computer. That's just what I do. Like, I don't stretch or anything. I don't. I like probably run 2 or 3 times a week max, if that sometimes. I mean, that's not even like working a lot of my muscles and joints, is it? If you think about it. But I reckon it's gonna be the one. I reckon it's gonna be no, it's not. Minna said, if people just want to know, like Minna says with Tai Chi, she has a group, but I've only been doing classes online since pandemic. I've been teaching myself weapons like the fan form. I think Dean's right. He's a plastering constantly, so it's the thing, like, just when you're tired at the end of the day, last thing you want to do is something like that. You want to just like, I just like go on the sofa, but then you go, how am I sitting on the sofa? I'm sitting like this, like a little goblin man. Minna practice an hour every day, including stretches. Oh, that's crunchy, isn't it? That's crunchy. Johnny Lynn, very good joke. My doctor said yoga would solve all my problems. Well, I thought that was a bit of a stretch.
Very good.
Yeah, well, one of the things we're thinking of getting in the office is standing desks. Alright, let's try this again. Shown the Reddit, slow deliberate movements reinforces the support muscles and makes it so the muscles which support your bones stronger. Stronger muscles, better at holding things where they're supposed to be. I think that's a big thing. My muscles are not strong. That's true, actually. My leg muscles are strong, and I have no, my legs give me no grief whatsoever. So, my upper body's terrible. Very weak. Yeah, I might try some of that during the World Cup. I've like 3 weeks where I can just get into like a new life routine. I'm gonna watch a lot. Very odd World Cup at Christmas. Very strange, but interesting. Yoga streams between Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne Platinums, absolutely. Well, I was actually thinking whether we go straight into Bloodborne, or we do maybe a little game in between. I was thinking, I don't know whether we'd ever play it on the channel, because I don't know how scary, I don't know if anyone's played it in the chat, I don't know how scary it is as opposed to just interesting and gross. I quite fancy playing that Scorn game. Is Ramen a big walker? Ramen does walk, like, we do go on big walks, but it's like an hour. I like doing that, but I don't think that is helping my back. Like, I walk quite a lot during the week anyway with him. I think it's more, I should be increasing my strength, really. At least we're not dying to these either. People saying scorners. Ben saying any non-from platinums I fancy again. I don't know, like, I think there's something quite funny about the only platinums I have are the from game ones. I don't know, are there any other platinums that are really fun to get or achieve? I think with Bloodborne we'll do it, but I know that game really well. I don't think I'll struggle too much with that one. I guess the joy of that is almost like when we did Dark Souls 1 stream, is just... But if we go for the different endings and we keep it pure, saying I can't save scum, there'll be something very fun about just speedrunning that game collaboratively and see how quick we can do it, like we did the final playthrough of Dark Souls. People saying Tsushima, is that a good platinum? Not doing a Cuphead platinum. Let's to no wait. I don't want to do anything that's stressful. Yeah, we do Demon Souls as well, because I know that game pretty well as well, because obviously we filmed recently. And then we do Elden Ring, yeah. We would definitely do all these in time. I can't do Elden Ring before, obviously, we do our series, because that'd be naughty. Stray's a delightful platinum. Stray is the little cat game, right? Yeah, it's PS5 game. Dean saying, how is your head coping planning Elden Ring? It's just, I'm taking the philosophy, still very early stages, but I've basically got the big old master spreadsheet, and I'm just doing like a little bit on it every couple of days. Trying to just, and then I've got a few friends who know that game incredibly well. One of them, Mr. Andrew Goldfarb. Don't know if you guys know who he is, but we used to work with him at IGN. He was on the Kind of Funny stream yesterday with the unveiled their new studio. Yeah, it's a nice studio, get it. Which is actually an incredible space. He was on the 24-hour live stream they did wearing a retry t-shirt. Little fact. But he's got like something like 800 hours in Elden Ring and has completed it 6 times with all these different characters. So he's going to help me sanity check some of the planning. Celeste, I forgot about Celeste. I played that once. For other like series, I saw people saying they'd like to see Returnal as a retry. I never played that. I played it for a very small amount of time, but it is a very cool game. I still don't know what the story's really about. Yeah, like Celeste wouldn't be like, it's almost more in that Cuphead bracket and does work for a retry. Super Meat Boy, I think that's a really fun small retry series. I'm not, yeah, I don't want to do any platinums that are actually pain. I'll get too stressed. No, the Dead Space one. Dead Space, is that not the one where it's like you can only save once or something stupid? B.
Thank you.
What's that? What are we on now? What are we on now? 11. Come on. Come on. We're whizzing through this. Famous last words, that, isn't it? Like, I've definitely got fighting these down. I know. Ooh, I didn't fuck that up. That serves me right for being all cocky. And it's B. Oh, I really thought maybe we got a little extra on there. Is everyone going to be tuning in next week for the Halloween stream? The Halloween Sleepover 4? I like keeping the Roman numeral thing going, like Treehouse of Horror. I'm just going to see if I can keep... I'm just going to see like how quick I can keep killing these. I think I've got like a nice little rhythm down. We're driving 5 hours to, Ben. That's quite a long drive. 5 hours in the UK is a very long drive. Don't know if anyone could hear my stomach rumbling there. Oh, I got a bar of chocolate. Sorry, I just remembered I got a bar of chocolate from the shop. Ryan says, what do you think of the new Hellraiser? I watched it. I did watch last week. It's not very nice, not very proud of it. I did pirate it because there's literally no other way to watch that in the UK. So I did download it. I thought it was very good. It was quite long, and I didn't mind that, but it didn't feel like an awful lot happens in it. But I did enjoy it, and I thought all the new designs were great, and I liked learning more about the Hell dimension, even though I could have probably done with even more of that. But I hope it means they do make more of them. Up to the Farns. What's the Farns? Scuba diving with seal pups. I mean, that's a really good way of... That's a good reason to do a 5-hour drive. For sure. Hello, Kevin. Do you coin stack? Or can you only have one at a time? No Hellraiser spoilers. There will be no spoilers, Joe. Sorry. Hopefully what I said doesn't constitute anything spoiler. I will say no specifics. And that goes for people in the chat. If you've seen it, please be respectful of spoilers. I think casting twice as a weird thing I keep doing. I don't know why I got into the habit of doing that. You just show us some chat. I think I might go get my little bar of chocolate soon. But when we get to 15, the little bar of chocolate's coming out. I'm gonna watch Midnight Club tonight, actually. Oh, I thought that for some reason. Well, it's not the one. It's not the one. RKJ, am I doing a movie watch along soon? Like, don't know. We did them during the pandemic. Like, they are really nice things to do, but not that many. It's hard to get us all together. That's not true, actually. It's not hard to get us all together. Would we do them again? I don't know. I think it's more we are spending a lot of our times making other things. So to do one of them in the evening, I think that's like harder to do at the end of the day. That makes sense. And they felt very appropriate for the lockdown. I'm not saying never. Probably will do one at Christmas. Maybe keep it as like a Christmas thing. And maybe in future Halloweens like I did in the past. We're just in a weird bit at this moment in time. And you'll know why in the next couple of weeks. When we start telling you some of the stuff that's coming out before the end of the year. We're actually very busy behind the scenes finishing up some projects that will be out there, you know, or you'll be aware of them pretty soon. I didn't look at that. Was there one then? No. I'm guessing for that gathers at the World Cup there won't be a December showing of the Prestige at the Rio again. I don't think we're going to be doing the Prestige this year. Not this year. But, you know, I think we'll probably do that in the future. I'm just teasing people now. Sam's asking if anything be good at stats. Do you mean of what's coming out soon? Off the top of my head. I'm not going to answer that just in case. It's been really coy. Right, B. No. Oh, come on. We need this little bar of chocolate. I don't flag. I keep off the top taking my bloody coins. It's not the one, it's not the one. Yeah, I've never watched the Die Hard stream, but I know it is a bit of debauchery, to be honest. I know Rory couldn't put his shoes on afterwards, which, come on. Come on. Slip-ons as well, no. A B. A B. No, come on. What are we thinking? What are we... Oh. See, remember I got all confident when we got a couple quickly, and then you go, no, actually, it's still going to be hours, isn't it? You know? Because it can't be rushed. That's the problem with this. It literally just can't rush it. I think someone in the chat has just put, you know, going right statistically, we should be getting close to a B. Just by the percentages. Obviously it doesn't always work like that, but in the grand scheme it would, but we'd just be having a bad run of it. Should be 1 every 10 runs. Because we've got a 5% chance, and we're killing 2 per go. Ooh. Oh, that's the full fucking set. Nope. I don't know, guys. I might need to take that chocolate before 4:15. I don't know. What are we doing wrong? We're not putting enough B on it. We're not making enough of a connection. I have so much silver knight shite. Couldn't have more. Let's pop one's coins. Remember to pop your coins down. Where do I get gold coins from? Can I have a little chat check on that? I messed up the timing on that because I was being a prick. Ah, this is all downtime, Daniel. Hopefully, because he's making us work for it. It's because he's hiding the good stuff. It's not it. Right, we're getting this chocolate. It's going to help us. Let me refocus it. Oh, yeah. It is milk, caramel, sea salt flavour. Little posh chocolate. Right, gold coin check. Basically, gold coins is like 6 something. You can buy a few, and the rest mega limited. Sorry for. That's some good stuff. Sin Heppel says, have you seen Ghostwatch's screening at the BFI on the 20th? I have. I would have gone, but I'm away on the 28th. I went several years ago. I can't remember when. Because what's this anniversary? Is it the 30th? I think I must have gone to like the 25th anniversary of it. Maybe longer ago than that. I went to the last screening at the BFI of Ghostwatch. And they had a Q&A afterwards with Stephen Volk and Mr. Michael Parkinson. People don't know what Ghostwatch is, go look it up. It's very, very good. I didn't realise I've got quite bad ulcers. So I must be stressed. I always get ulcers when I'm a bit stressed out about stuff. Needs to let him walk into this. No, that's not the one. Yeah, these Tony bars, the first time I ever had these, I think, was just before the pandemic. I went to a screening of Doctor Sleep, and one of the things they had on your chair was these chocolonis, just because it's called Tony, like Danny's imaginary friend. Yeah, the ulcer thing in my mouth is not super bad. It's basically, I used to get them if I did exams at school. It's just when we're on deadlines and projects finishing, I just natural worrier about stuff. They'll calm down in a few days. Bee, 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 bee. No. Nah, bollocks. Bonjela on it. I know. It always freaks me out, Bonjela, but touching them, touching my horses. Ugh. Kill him. Can have a delicious bit of chocolate. I've broken it off ready. Right, chocolate's going in, and the bees are coming. Bee. Bee. No. Which one? Oh no! Come on! Come on, you bastard. We're doing well, though. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. I wonder if we'll get the fabled double B tonight. We might get a double. You never know. It could happen. Ooh, half a bag of cashews. I'm not a big nut person. I have to admit, I'm not crazy about nuts. Don't mind them. Sometimes it's like eating wood. Oh, you absolute prick. Bye, Mel. I didn't mean to do that. AJ. We've got a few if people want to fill Jay in where we're at. We've done alright. Interesting. Colm Bridgewood said, just a random question. As a Blackburn fan, how do you find Tony Mowbray? He was our manager. I didn't know he'd become Sunderland manager. I thought he was fine. He did a lot to... It's my boring answer. He did a lot to, like, stabilise us. And we had some good moments under him. Obviously, we did pretty well last year. Ultimately, I think he's quite a limited manager. Doesn't have a lot of new and fresh ideas. One thing that was quite damning about, I think, his tenure is one of our players this year, after our new manager came in, kind of said, oh, working with a new manager, it was John Dahl Tomlinson, said, oh, working with him is great because we have different tactics for every team we play, which kind of implies the old manager, Mowbray, just has like one set way of playing regardless of who the opponent is, which seems quite old-fashioned these days, I think. Oh, did I pick them up as we went? Oh, weird. A little bit of football chat there for everyone. He's fine, but like I think towards the end, I think we'd had enough of him, and he was just not really innovating or doing anything different. I feel I have started some funny chat about nuts. Behave yourself. Behave yourself, Dave Whitby. Oh, bollocks. we're overdue one now. Yeah, you don't need one. I think it's just having different tactics, having a bit of flexibility. I think he was very much like, this is my plan no matter what. And we have a lot of young players, and I don't think he was really connecting with them. Sorry, talking a mouthful. Wow. Bit of a dinosaur, that's exactly a phrase I was looking for. Hunter's saying, how's grind going? Slowly. It's actually a bit better than last time. We've got a couple tonight, but we're overdue one. So we got to be mentally strong in these streams. That's where you come in. Keeping me mentally strong, please. I reckon this is one. Nah. This one. Nah. Bollocks. Oh, Johnny Lynn's having ponzo chicken tomorrow. People having carbonara. People talk about food now, you evil people. I really couldn't be arsed cooking when I get home tonight. And I don't need to have a takeaway because I had food out last night with Rory. I've bought some tortellini from the shop to have, which isn't super healthy, but it's not super bad. And I think it'll be very comforting once the stream is done. Oh shit! Nice. I thought I had spear on. Right. What kind of tortellini? They are. Italian sausage. But I've got like I forgot them. I forgot them in the mini. It's a little, but this is one of the only shops near us really within that's super close, so I can leave ramen and nip out. Is it's quite like a fancy health food shop, so they're from there, and I've got like a nice spicy sauce. Ooh, Johnny Lynn, you could do a well-being month for Jan. Prepare to fry, yoga streams, and some chill game series like unpacking. I'm very interested in that idea. That's a really nice way to start a new year, just a little recentering. Prepare to fry, you know what? I might have a look into the tech and whether that's something I could possibly do for the end of the year. I think I said it on previous year, I want to do it. I want to see how if I can maybe use some of the GoPros that we got. Sorry, let me just get this guy. Whether I can involve the GoPros that we bought to do the Halloween video, the Halloween Horror Nights video. Whether there's a kind of interesting way I could incorporate them. So you get like almost like a POV cam if I had one strapped to me, or just like multiple angles of like stuff being cooked. Obviously use the big stream deck guy now that we have. Oh, come on. Jay Armstrong's got curry delivered, having a chicken tikka biryani. That sounds incredible. On the high street near me, this new Pakistani takeaway specialising in biryani just opened. I keep meaning to try it. That might be... I need to like... yeah, I should go to there sometime. Maybe during the World Cup. I keep saying the World Cup because in the World Cup I'm going to be basically debauched. You know, I'm going to be... I wouldn't want people to look at me around the time of the World Cup. I'm going to... Some days I'm just going to be in my pyjamas all day. We've not helped with ranges here. how much difference does the rusted coin make? Is me forgetting to do them a real fuck up on my behalf? I know it's one of those things where if it helps, so might as well be doing it. Hey Zach, welcome. Oh, wow. So 0.5, I mean, better than, it's something, isn't it? Something isn't nothing, I'll tell you that. Oh, I'm just reading all this stuff about chicken thighs and tandoori marinades. Come on guys, come on. You talk about what you're eating. I actually secretly love it. More games are good for you. Yeah, that's something we talked about. I guess it's just we have very limited bandwidth right now. But I don't mind saying, I know it's a bit of a broken record until it happens. It's just this process is a little bit slow, and then once it takes effect, it's going to make a very big difference to our output. And we're actually really close to being able to share more details with you, and like really soon actually. But once like we're already seeing the benefits of working in the new way that we are. So we're filming every Monday and Tuesday. We're editing every Wednesday, Thursday. We're also figuring out how to maybe use Burr Park, who is our trusted freelancer and mate and old colleague, to help us edit stuff more regularly. So maybe not retry, but maybe other shows that we've done. Like, so he edited a lot of the Hitman 3 ways. So figuring out more efficient ways of working. So as soon as we film something, it can go off to be edited by one of us or by Burr Park or even someone else if we expand our pool of trusted freelancers. And then that'll then free us up to have this is really boring chat if people really want to know. The biggest problem is when we're always trying to deliver a video and make sure that we have enough stuff on Patreon and enough things going on the channel while putting the production value that we want on pretty much everything we put out, is you're pretty much always like, our filming takes a long time, especially if you do a From game. It just takes time, and that's all three of us in front of a camera. So when you're filming that, nobody can be doing anything else. Post-production takes a long time because we're not just chopping the videos up, we're doing a lot of editing, reducing a lot of the time, doing a lot of custom graphics. Like if you watch the episode of Cuphead today, there's I won't spoil it if no one's seen it, there's an interlude, there's like a little extended joke that runs for a couple of minutes. Now, if you were editing quickly, there's no way you make that, because that took half a day to make, and we did it because we thought it was funny. But if you were really against the deadline, so if we were always filming and editing the video that was going out that Saturday, bits like that, little flourishes, they would just get done by the wayside. Or the custom done counters in Cuphead just wouldn't be made because, like, oh, we don't have time, so just use what we've already got. Now, what we're doing is we're trying to build up more episodes and more series in a bank, so we're not as worried week to week what's going out for patrons or going up on YouTube. So we can spend more time obviously filming and doing Elden Ring eventually, because that will be a really big series. But the thing that I've always wanted to get to is that we could have 1 or 2 days every single week that we dedicate to pre-production. Now, pre-production is the stage of production that always goes by the wayside when you're busy, because it's planning for other videos. But when you're busy, you're like, well, the last thing we need to do is make more planning for videos we can't really make right now because we're stressed and we're on deadline. And and if anyone like has done any kind of like project management or productivity management, pre-production is often classed as important. So it's not important essential work. So it's really the future of what we want to do. It's really important, but it's never urgent. So it's important but not urgent. And because it's not urgent, when you're busy, it just never gets done. Now the trick is protecting the time that you spend on pre-production, because that's when we start to make new types of videos, new formats. If we did another series of games are good for you, you need pre-production time to figure out what those episodes are, contacting guests, formatting them, what kind of games, and like other things like making the studio work. If we want to come up with a new type of Let's Play, new kind of show format, that's when you need 2 days a week where we can work on these things. And if we're always busy either filming or editing, there's literally no capacity to do that planning. And doing that planning is stuff that I love doing. It's something I'm really passionate about. And there's like bigger, more ambitious videos that we want to get onto making. And if the pandemic hadn't happened, we probably already would have done them. But we're getting to the space now where we're building up this backlog of stuff to share with you and put on Patreon and go on the YouTube channel, that we'll suddenly be able to spend maybe every Thursday and Friday every week planning and prepping these other videos that are actually going to be really nice things that come out of nowhere. Or we can spend 1 day a week working on the studio and making sure our tech is better for when it comes to make Elden Ring. Or yeah, just basically it's time where you can do all the things that you never get around to doing. And it's what, if you're in proper production, is really safeguarded. But if you're a small team and you're always under pressure to turn something out, it goes by the wayside first. So that's my little boring soliloquy. But that's why it takes a few months to get to that point where you can feel the benefits of the things you've backlogged. Because right now we've just been so intent in creating that cushion of material. But once we get it, then it's going to be transformative for what we want to do. And if the pandemic hadn't happened, we probably would have been here 2 years ago. There you go. That's my little rant over. Yeah, it's something I'm really passionate about, because like some of the I love making Retry, and I love doing the Cuphead series, and when we play Resident Evil in the past, and that's the stuff that we know is the bread and butter of the channel. And just because it's the bread and butter of the channel doesn't mean it's not important. And I know Elden Ring could potentially be the biggest thing we ever do, but I think it's also important for us to challenge ourselves and do other things on the channel that are interesting, and not necessarily for views or anything like that, but I think to, you know, you never know, we might bring in other people into the community through a different type of thing, which would be amazing. But more than anything, it's just, I think, to keep us challenged and growing and doing new types of things, really, which is what you should always be doing. But it would never come at the expense of what we know is like the core of what our thing is. It would be very much complementary. And that is my TED Talk. I wish, so if I had more time, I could build TED Talk graphics for this stream deck. Yeah, and also like, another thing is, obviously we went a bit over the top with Retry Demon Souls, but I wouldn't change like that. That was the challenge, to make a Let's Play series unlike any other Let's Play series out there, in a sense, in terms of production value. And there's loads from there that we can retain going forward into Elden Ring, absolutely. And we've done that into Cuphead. But we should also maybe, like, there's also other Let's Plays that we can make that would be a little bit more time effective for ourselves, that don't basically need all those custom elements. They would still look nice, the quality of the video would be the same, the capture would be the same, because once you figure those out, you can just take them from project to project. But like, if we did another series of 3-ways, that's a pretty, compared to Retry, that's a much quicker show to turn around. And if we've got a bigger lead time on, if we've got a lot more episodes in the bank, it's very easy for us just to quickly make another series of three-ways or something similar to that, or spookies. Let's have a look. I think people are being nice in the chat about my little rant. Thank you. Oh, good point, Ben. I think I switched to the shield by accident. Oh, mate. Right. Oh, come on. Oh, I thought we were up on 9 now. Why are people talking about cards? What are we doing? Whose cards? I'm not doing the timing on that. People big into cards, are they? Oh, on the Discord, hello. Right, come on, you bastard. Wait, this one? Oh, statistically we're off here. Mel, what did you get for breakfast? Please tell me. Oh, this is stupid. What? Oh, you're joking. I'm mistiming that all of the show now. Oh. Come on. I have 1,000,000 souls soon. I don't know. He's not lacking time for the bee to grow, which is my fault. Man, I thought we're gonna have loads of title, aren't we? Jesus Christ! Did a little burp there, which was very uncouth of me. Don't know if that picked up on the mic, but I got around it by just saying it first. So, apologies. See, everyone was full of B and I let you down there. I feel like my B's gone. Oh, you... I'm not looking at this. Yeah, so something we talked about, like Johnny was saying, smaller projects is... It's hard, isn't it? Because one way that you can really maximize the things you make is basically do things almost as live. So you do a bit more pre-production research, but like do things that are like chat based. So like Shield Up is pretty quick to make compared to the other things we make. Obviously it is, but I don't know. When we left IGN, I don't think, while we all love movies and games and stuff like that, I don't know how much we want to do that on the main channel. It's something we thought about doing as like other Patreon exclusives or rewards, or I just don't know if we want to do the kind of like a lot of the similar things that we used to do at IGN. I don't know if, to be honest, one of the reasons why is I'm not up as stuff as I used to be, and I feel like talking about them I might seem like an idiot. It was at IGN I used to like be across everything, and I knew like everything that was coming out. I don't know any games news anymore, which is actually quite refreshing. But what was that noise? But cooking is definitely on the cards. And maybe doing something that is talking about movies and games elsewhere could be feasible. Yeah, that's the difference, Johnny, actually. That's the better way of saying it is. It's not doing something for the sake of it. And this is something like me and Gav kind of wrestled with for quite a long time, is feeling the need to like put stuff out constantly. And obviously, you know, in this chat, and it's like there was some Reddit posts and you get occasionally get comments about that, which I used to really take to heart. But then I just have the confidence to go, no, we've got Patreon support, and like we're very open that we're making a thing in a very particular way that takes time, and that's the whole point that we're on Patreon, and we communicate that is making a Let's Play to the standard that you wouldn't be able to do if you just worked on YouTube. Because if you just worked on YouTube, you'd be reliant on ad revenue, and if you have the ad revenue that we have on Patreon or on YouTube, like a lot of other channels, it incentivizes you two things: uploading constantly, so daily uploads, just so you get bits of money every single day that add up to enough money to be able to fund the channel, or algorithm chasing and just making outrageous videos or riding trends or incentivizing bad behavior like clickbait stuff. And it's having that confidence to go, because we do Patreon, we literally don't have to be part of that rat race. I think that's the thing. A lot of creators like stress out about that, and it's an insecurity thing. So you're like, oh, if you're not uploading every day or like doing all this stuff like a lot of other channels, it's like we're doing a very different thing to those channels, and we shouldn't, just because we exist on YouTube, which is the platform, and we do video game stuff, we're entirely different. Right. We've not had one for ages now. What is going on? Hello, Hannah and Jules. Hello. More people joining the chat. Welcome. We've got a few tonight, but we haven't had one for a while. So I think my idea of doing other stuff, I think I was getting a bit cocky when we got a couple early on, and now we're just... Ooh. Oh, you're joking. What happened then? I fucking turned around. Bye, Josh. Oh, you're joking. Anytime a channel says they upload every day, I know I'm not interested in what they're doing. Thanks, Mel. But because you see all these people and you go, oh, you only do one video a week and you get paid all this money to do. It's like, the money that we get on Patreon, we invest in making things really good. So we got custom art made for it from Block, who we paid well to do that as a freelancer, and all these little touches took time, and we spent money on licensing actual music for that series and treated it. The credits at the end were done by a proper credits company that make films, which is a completely stupid thing to do for a Let's Play series, but also it's not. It's literally the thing we make and spent a year doing. Why shouldn't we treat it like that? Just because it's a Let's Play series, what does that mean? They can't have art for thumbnails rather than just something you make on Photoshop in 2 minutes? Why not? I don't know if anyone else has done that before. I know other creators, to be fair, have commissioned artists, but I'm thinking, I guess, more about treating a Let's Play series like a series of TV. And that is mainly inspired by people who watch the show over the years, and they re-watch it like a series of a TV show. And I was like, well, if people regard it like that and watch it like that, why shouldn't we treat it like that when we're producing it? Going on another rant here. And another thing. Oh, come on, you bastards. Ryan's asking, are we hire proper subtitles for series in the future? It's something we've talked about, and to be very frank, we haven't looked into the pricing of it, but it's something we should look into. I think, because I know there's a chat about accessibility in the chat the other day, is figuring out what is feasible for us to do in terms of time and costing, and also where that accessibility ends. Like, do we translate it in other languages? I think obviously you can't do everything, but I guess what we need to do is work out what is the good middle ground. Middle ground's not a good word. Just what is the best we can do given our production limitations. Because I know some people were talking about epilepsy warnings, and that's hard bad because something I wasn't really aware of and something I've since gone and looked into. Oh, come on. Right. I mean, it's a while since we've had one here. This is. I keep collecting that one eventually, like immediately. We're on 11, yeah. Come on. Just get all of Elden Ring subbed into Welsh. Get everything we've ever done subbed into Welsh. That's the only thing. Again, I've not looked into it, so maybe it's more reasonable. But anytime I don't know if subtitle companies are different than transcription services. So as a journalist, I use transcription services semi-regularly, and they're really, really expensive, especially when you then put in multiple overlapping voices. Because, and then that's another thing is we then have to check all of the subtitles because we make references to British things, Welsh things that I'm sure a subtitles company probably wouldn't get right. So it's like, I don't know, like the AutoGen ones aren't great, but they're free and they're immediately. I don't know, maybe that's not the best solution, but yeah, something for us to like think about and research more. That one, you just gotta like cast it immediately. Come on. Give us one. Oh my god, I feel like this is taking the piss out of me now. Be a lot of grot to transcribe for sure. Oh, are we talking about the elaborate plan? Actually, Daz Brander just said, do you get any stats on use of things like that? I don't know, actually. There is a lot of analytics, obviously, that I do look at. I don't know if there's an analytic on how many people use subtitles. That would be really interesting. I'm actually not sure. I'll look into that tomorrow. Get Stephen Toast to do the audio descriptive version. Just get Toast to do a trailer for us. I can't believe we've not had one for that long. Oh god, come on. I can't believe how long this has taken. We can't do a fourth grind-a-thon stream, but this is not looking promising, this. Come on. Oh, fucking unequip my fucking staff. Oh, the first time I died for ages. Oh, I'm gonna have a alcohol-free. Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville coming to the rescue. That's not. There you go. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, eh? 5:45 in the UK, actually. Sam's saying that maybe the game knows we want them too much. Could be the case. Actually, shit, I don't want to lose these souls, do I? I mean, we're very OP, but still don't want to lose them, do we? You're joking me. Oh, you're an absolute prick, mate. I might just get him and then... Yeah, because I'm not going to survive long enough to do that one. And that would have definitely been Proof of Concord. That's the way that works. Better not to think about it though, isn't it? Because if you do, you're just gonna lose it. People think we're believing too much, maybe. It could be, yeah. We need to run the numbers on that, but that could be the case. Oh, I thought that was it when I saw multiples. Oh. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I don't do coin bollocks. I'm not losing faith. I just need a little G and up. Right. I don't know why I've got multiple drinks on the go. Little alcohol-free Corona. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the streamers we just get to 20. I don't know if I could do... Let's see what rate we go. Oh, I was just going for my drink. I didn't know that was happening. No faith or belief. Oh, can anyone tell me what the Tottenham score is? Just for my fantasy football. Beep, 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 beep. Let's go, let's do this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nil. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have I been watching Welcome to Wrexham? I've watched a few of them. I've got up to the episode where it's like that special they did about Wales. I've not watched any past there, but I do want to catch up. I was enjoying it. Me and Gav, I think I said this last year, me and Gav watched the first 2 episodes on the plane to America together. Really cute. We like sync them up and everything. What? How have we not had one for so long? You're joking. Oh, you fucking prick. That's me being stupid and just not concentrating enough here. Should always do that one. Yeah, I should always do like the back flip, the back roll. It always gives me. I'm risking it otherwise. I don't know why. It's a bit stupid. Nathan Callback, who we're looking out in your fantasy. Basically, I'm doing. I do have an FPL team. I'm not really paying much attention to them. I've been doing for the first time. I've been doing fantasy Premier League draft with Joe Scrabble and a bunch of his mates. Way more fun than FPL for me anyway, like typical FPL. So I've been enjoying doing the draft. So I'm head to head with another person in that league. Spurs, basically, I've got a couple of Spurs defenders. So I mean, a clean sheet is what I'm hopefully looking out for. So that's like my main one actually. I just don't want them conceding. I think I've got Dyer and Sessegnon in this week. So I mean, if they got an assist or goal, even better. But clean sheet's what I'm looking for. Yeah, definitely not on the Everton players. Hello, Lady Vengeance. You're on holiday. Where are you on holiday? That's not too personal a question. But thank you for the big B, even while on holiday. It's appreciated. Because B, remote B, still works as active B. Just that's a little thing about B, if you didn't know. Oh, this prick. He's a prick. I feel like my posture's going now. My posture is all going to shit. Ooh, that's lovely. Little remote isolated cabin in Norway. Sounds great. don't know, some people outside looking around. What are you doing? What are they doing? Are they meant to be here? I'm not sure about them. You alright? This woman, like, in our studio complex, people don't really come in at the weekends. There's two women just looking in the windows of a studio down there. And they're laughing a lot. Are they pissed? They're looking for proof of con. If they're looking for them, can they help me? Oh, they're not going to come knock on here. If they knock on here, I'll answer the door so you can hear what they say, but I hope they're not. In half an hour we need to stop and give Ramen his tea. Very important. I keep doing that. What are you doing, Daniel? I mean, I think we've been very unlucky here statistically, aren't we? Like, got two very quickly up top, but I really wish they would accept armor instead. Oh, you're joking me. Yeah, draft is really fun because nobody doubles up on players, so you have a bit more ownership of a player, a bit more invested. It's not like everyone just has Haaland in their team. So I've got some decent players. Don't have a standout striker, but I've got a very good midfield. It's broken. Lady Vengeance, are you outside? It is very fun having a head-to-head about someone else because it's not about having the best score in your league. It's about whether you can beat their score in your head-to-head. So it makes... I watch a lot of football anyway, but if your match is close, it makes it very exciting watching certain games because you're really holding out for certain things to happen. So definitely, it makes watching football more interesting. Because I don't bet or anything like that, so it's almost, I guess, akin to that a little bit. Is the menu thing a thing? Really? I thought... So I get bored with regular FPL. I just managing the money side. I can't be arsed. Whereas... each their own, isn't it? Yeah, that's a good point. It's showing the Reddit. It makes you care about games you wouldn't care about. Exactly. Last week, I had a really high-scoring match. I was on course to win it, but I had to watch Nottingham Forest Aston Villa on Monday night, which I probably would have had in the background anyway, but I had something massively riding on it. I'm just gonna... It's coming out to the menu. Right, we're gonna try the menu thing and see what happens. Can you get a rundown of your team? Nathan Callback says, yeah. Let me, off the top of my head, I've got Lloris in goal. So my idea was, since Conte took over, Spurs were very good at defensively. So I've got Lloris, I've got Emerson Royale, which is a bit of a wild one because I know he's a bit of a wild card. I've got Emerson Royale, I've got Reece James, so very solid, good for assists. I've got Dyer, and I've got Ruben Dias. Is that all my defence? And Sessegnon. Midfield is where I'm strong. I've got Zaha, Eze, Mount, Sterling, and Kevin De Bruyne. And up front, currently, I've got Wilson, Jota, and I just picked him up this week, Scamata. No, sorry for everyone who's not big in sports chat, but that's a little rundown of my draft team. Yeah, my first, I was third in our draft, so I went KDB with my first pick. Yeah, I kind of went down the strategy of goal-scoring midfielders. But the thing is, I just missed out on a big striker. And Jota was injured for, like, months, but I just never gave him up because there wasn't much else going. Wilson, if you say strong. Man, this is boring doing this, isn't it? But chat helps. If I was doing this, I'd have to listen to podcasts doing this. I imagine that's what people did, right? Can't wait for us to go back into New Game Plus. Jesus Christ. Who are Newcastle playing tomorrow? Man, use it. Oh, it's mad that it's crazy. That's sorry, I keep trying not to use those words. Wild that they're not on. It's not on TV tomorrow. I guess it might be on TV wherever you're based. I think it's Chelsea, Aston Villa, and City, Liverpool tomorrow. What's everyone watching tonight? I'm going to try and get home. I will get home, hopefully, at some point. I might watch Midnight Club, which I've not watched any of. You're joking. Ooh, the others. Lovely. It's good fun. I don't think I'm going to be home for 9, am I? Let's see how we keep going on here. I feel... I came in thinking with this new build, I didn't run the maths, I guess. I thought this was doable tonight, but not at this rate, is it? Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm killing these quickly as well. Sorry, I'm not pausing for the B. It's just to maximise speed of killing them. But B is always welcome in the chat. B is never going to go to waste if it's in there. Or in your heart. Oh, and there's people in the chat. Yeah. Join watching the others. I'll probably still be on a train home. Ben's right. He's just getting the rhythm down because it is pure numbers. You just need to be doing this as quickly as possible, and the infrequent thing will happen more frequently if you're doing it more frequently. That is my summation of what's happening here. It's like million to one things happen every day because there are billions of people on the planet with billions of things happening all of the time. The unlikely is likely when the instances are infinitely great. That's some deep shit, Daniel. I know. That's what we're in. We're doing a bit of philosophizing now. I'm 2 episodes away from finishing Rings of Power, and I am enjoying it. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings person, not anti-Lord of the Rings either, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to watch the final Rings of Power. Ron's having a big sleep. I might actually just not give him his dinner until he wakes up. He's really chill. Come on now. I've not watched any of House of Dragon. Are people enjoying House of Dragon? Come on. I'm not. Have I read any Terry Pratchett? I've read Good Omens, which co-authored with Neil Gaiman, as I'm sure everyone knows. I think I read Mort and The Colour of Magic when I was a kid. I think that's about it, though, really. Oh wait, did he do a kid's book called like The Carpet People? I don't know if Paul of House of Usher has a release date. It must be next year. It's not obviously not going to be this year now. We'll need to get these quick before it. Yeah, I remember The Carpet People reading that when I was like really little. I'm gonna have a million souls soon. I'm good old farming, isn't it? Well, people who are big Pratchett fans in the chat, a lot of Terry Pratchett, is there a consensus which is his best book? Is there that kind of consensus? Or a best starting point for people who haven't read Terry Pratchett before? I mean, I've got these down now. Sanity might break out. Some good chat, like people watching the stream back on demand. If you want the recommendations for Terry Pratchett books, lots of good suggestions in the chat. Does it matter what order you read the Discworld series? Like, really or not? There's like a recommended order, or is it actually quite rigid? Or the ones that are out, see, like, is there an arc, or can you get something by reading them in different orders? I actually don't know. That was a weird little behaviour. Fucking hell, come on. A lot of big Pratchett fans in the group, that's nice. I mean, I've got this down now, haven't I? Come on, we're doing this, right? I reckon this is one. Nah, it's not. God, I may have got this stream 2 hours. Fucking hell. I thought that. That just came at the right time because I'm not gonna lie, I was flagging a little bit then, and that really chewed me up. That really chewed me up. You were on 8, weren't we? We're on 12. Yeah, come on. That's 4 in 2 hours, isn't it? Come on. Come
Thank you.
I think we're on 12. I'll double check after this. Pretty sure it's 12. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Bloody fucking hell. Have I ever told the story of the time I had dinner with Neil Gaiman? Which is a little humble brag, but I imagine I must have told that story before because, let's face it, probably doesn't need much to get that story out. If I have. The reaction in the chat suggests I haven't. Maybe I just bore people I know in real life about this, or if I meet you at a producer's, if I meet you at a live event, because I definitely have told people this before. This is years ago. This is years ago. I'm going to tell you a story now because it'll be good for my sanity, and it's a good distraction. So years and years ago, one of the last things I did while I was working for IGN, this must have been back in I want to say probably 2018 or 2019. I went to, okay, I don't feel like I have told this story then. That's good. I'm not repeating myself and being tedious. Back in, God, look at the state of my hair. Very Neil Gaiman hair there. Back in 2018, I went to Cape Town in South Africa to do a set visit for Good Omens while it was being filmed for IGN. So I went down to Cape Town, and Neil Gaiman showed us around the set for like 2 or 3 days, and he was, I mean, if you've ever followed Neil Gaiman or his work, he comes across as an incredibly nice man and gentle, and he was, I've done quite a lot of those set visit things working at IGN, and usually they're very interesting, but usually the people who are actually the creatives, they're obviously incredibly busy, and shooting is incredibly expensive and stressful, and they don't get to hang out with you. But because he wasn't the director, he was the showrunner, I think he had a lot of extra time on his hands. Well, he didn't have time on his hands, but he, maybe because he was previously a journalist himself, he made a lot of time for the journalist doing the set visit. So he was the one who met us, showed us around the sets. We got to watch the trailer inside of his trailer on set. He was really affable, and I've never had that much time with a creative on the set of anything. So he's just incredibly proud of what he was making, and obviously at that point Terry Pratchett already passed away, so I think he felt the burden of like making it good for Terry, who just recently passed away. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. We went to dinner one night. Very unusual for anyone in the production to come for dinner with you. So when you go on a set visit, you're on like basically a big school trip, and especially when you're in a foreign country or foreign city, they organise an itinerary. So you stay in this hotel, you go for these meals, and you go around as a big school trip, and you speak to the other journalists, and it's quite nice. So we went for dinner one night, and Neil Gaiman said he'll come to dinner with us. And I was like, that's unusual, but it's really nice. So we were sat on this big table in South Africa, and then I'd say about 20 minutes into the dinner, Amanda Palmer turned up, who was Neil Gaiman's partner at the time. I think they are back together now. And she turned up, and she, like, if you're familiar with Amanda Palmer, it probably does not surprise you that she came in like an absolute whirlwind, and she's like this absolute force in nature. She's an incredibly larger-than-life character, quite a contrast to Neil Gaiman. And she just wanted to go around talking to all the journalists in the room. So she started like chair hopping and like squeezing in next to each and every journalist. And she was just like very interested in talking to people. So she eventually got around to me, and obviously I can be a bit shy sometimes, so I was a bit overwhelmed. But she was like, "Who are you? What's your story?" So I started telling her who I was and what outlet I was from, and she said, "Oh, yeah, but what did you do before this?" And I said, "Well, actually, before this, I was kind of, I was studying to do a PhD in English literature." And she said, "Oh, amazing! Like, what were you studying? What was your thesis?" And I told her it was the history and the progression of the Victorian ghost story, and she just went, "Neil will love you. Come sit with him. I'll swap places with you." So for the entirety of the rest of the meal, I was like, "Oh no, don't do this," because I loved Neil Gaiman's work growing up, and I just like a writer that I admire. She was like, "Come sit next to him. I'll swap seats with you." And I was like, "Oh Jesus fucking Christ!" So I had to then go have the rest of this like 3-hour meal next to Neil Gaiman, and we ended up sharing like 2 bottles of red wine together and just talking about loads of things. We talked about horror films, we talked about ghost stories, we talked about M.R. James, we talked about Saki, we talked about his work on a Doctor Strange film, which I don't think I shouldn't really repeat, so that will come to the grave with me. But he was, I will say, everything you think about Neil Gaiman from public interviews, he was like that with me while we were having dinner. He was incredibly nice and generous with his time with me, but everyone on that trip. And he was a very, very lovely man. That's the end of my story. And then recently, a friend of mine, she works for Netflix, so she was doing a lot of the work on Sandman, and she said he's literally one of the nicest people she's ever worked with. Yeah, that's a good little memory, though. Very lucky, like, to be able to do stuff like that. Very, very privileged. Oh, what a crazy thing that was. And here endeth the story. It is nice when you hear that about someone you like. I do think, obviously working at IGN, I used to like interview quite famous people quite often. And I do think it's slightly unfortunate sometimes that people come away going, oh, they weren't very nice. Sometimes you might just be meeting someone and they might just, you know, they are people and they're just having like a rough day. But then obviously you do meet people and go, ah, you probably are a bit of a prick, don't you? Ben says, do I miss doing the celebrity stuff you did at IGN? Absolutely not. It was nice to do, but very often, more than not, it's just nerve-wracking and not that gratifying. Like, there were like obviously really good ones. I like doing like long extended interviews. So if I don't know how many people in here would have listened to the IGN UK podcast, but we got into the period of like doing quite good special extended interviews with mainly directors, and I think I interviewed Guillermo del Toro for 45 minutes. That was really good. Me and Gav interviewed George Miller for Mad Max. That was really good. So those were really enjoyable to do, and obviously you're talking to someone you really admire or respect or just interested in their work. But a lot of the other interviews are just horribly stressful. You get put in a room with them for 5 minutes. It's awkward as fuck. You're under pressure when you work for an outlet to get something that's good and usable, that's going to get views and numbers or a soundbite. So it's just, while fun initially and it seems quite novel, I used to hate doing them. Benjamin Bew says the George Miller interview was randomly used on Late Night with Seth Meyers. Yeah, I remember that. That was odd. Just allowing some chat. Okay. Oh shit, I should be watching, otherwise I'm gonna die. Oh. My other abiding memory is how tall Joel Scrabbles is. Joel Scrabbles is very tall. He is very tall. Does everyone want to know a fun fact about Mr. Joe Scrabbles? If you don't know who Mr. Joe Scrabbles is, Joe Scrabbles, in addition to having a really, really good name to say, really fun name to say, Joe Scrabbles, the surname, if you're wondering, is Latvian. He makes an appearance in today's episode of Retry. I think that's his first appearance on RKG, I think. That's not a fun fact. There is one more additional one. I mean, it's not a fact you can use in everyday life, but it is a nice fact. Mr. Joe Scrabbles has asked me to marry him. To his fiancée, who he's planning to marry, not just generally. Was he in? He's in. People know the show better than I do. Ben's right. He helps us do the Finchy heist. He is Tom from MySpace, if people know what that means. Yeah, he's getting married next year, and he's asked me to officiate his wedding. Well, him and his partner both asked me. He didn't make just a character call. Enjoy that takeaway. People watch the snack streams with Johnny. What does one wear to marry one's friend? It's a good question. It's going to be in summer. And I'm feeling like if I'm ever going to get a tailored suit, that's a good reason to get a suit tailored. So I'm thinking maybe getting like a good linen suit. Gav will be at the wedding for security reasons, obviously. I'm not an ordained minister because I think I'm... Yes, another proof. Come on.
Very good.
What's that? What's that was on there? We're on 13. Oh, we're flying now. Come on. Right, I'm going to nip back and I'm just going to spend these souls. Yeah, I want to get like a really nice suit, I think. Basically, I want to be like Benoit Blanc. That's what I'm going to go for. Oh shit, it very powers me, that. What's the level now? I bet it's probably more than that. I know. Okay. I just get a bit more health, so. Don't know what I'm putting these on.
Ashen one.
God, can you imagine if I just went in then? No, thank you. People liking the suit idea, thank you. Yeah, I want to get something a bit interesting, I think. Also, I'm not, like a lot of people, I'm not the biggest fan of public speaking. I don't think I would really enjoy being a best man, because I just think I'd be in my own head about doing that speech all day. I wouldn't have a good time. Whereas officiating the marriage, that's just nice. I don't mind doing that. Yeah, I think like all the things you say are pretty formalized, but I think there's also a lot of latitude for me to write bits. To be honest, I'll probably just work on it with them. Also, we know a lot of funny people. I wouldn't want to be doing a best man speech in front of all those people. I'm not that funny. And it being a room of very funny people, that's too much pressure. Oh, come
Thank
on.
you.
This is what we're talking... We just had a really bad run, and this is a really good run. Does going back to the filing try and make a difference? Hi, Ramen, you're up. We're rolling now. Imagine if that was one as well. Like buses. Like Ben says, just like buses. Let's just keep going for a bit, and then Ramen, we'll have a little break. You can have your dinner. 14. Come on. I'm going to save both to the end now. Just because I feel like we could be in dub territory. Okay, come on. You alright, Ramen? You wanna come up for a cuddle? Got this down there. You're right, mate. He's just staring at me. Oh yeah, you've been sleeping for ages. I know. Do I say hello to everyone? Right, after this one, we'll have you say hello, and then I'll get you dinner. Okay. Right, I've got that one absolutely down now. Right, everyone, I'm just going to take a short break. Is Joe's dog the same breed as Ramen? Joe doesn't have a dog just yet, but he does want to get one. Today he went to a dog convention in London where you get to play with all the different breeds of dogs in the world. You should actually go, if you don't follow Joe on Instagram, go check out his stories, because lots of good dog pictures. Okay, so I'm just going to put this into break, and then I'm going to give Ramen, so I'm going to be like, I should be like 5 minutes or something. Do you want to say hello to everyone before? Right, he's run away. Okay, we'll back soon. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what happened. So I was getting Ramen's food into into his bowl, and I could just hear the scream. Anyway, right, back at it again. Yeah, it's a good job we spent our souls. Ooh. Right, let's keep going, speedrun it. Can I get a little check on the Tottenham score, please? 0-0 half time. Thank you. Thanks, Anders. Oh, I saw someone saying Joe Scrabble's dog. I think it's Ben. I know exactly what you're referring to. The dog that looks like Ramen is his partner's mum's dog. They were looking after it a little for a while. It's not quite the same as Ramen. I think it's a Bichon and a poodle cross, and it's called Bramble. Very cute. And it's the first time Ramen and her met recently for the first time. They've got they do definitely have a little similar look to them. Bramble is a cute name, isn't it? Very cute. Oh, I'll tell you what though. I don't know if I'm getting sick. I've got a little bit of sore throat coming. Just noticed I could really not do without that. You prick, mate. You're a prick. No one likes you. No one likes you in Analondo. You got no mates. You got no mates. You're trying too hard. No one likes them. And that's why they're mean. It's a bit of a sad circle, isn't it? Trying to do this as quick as I can. That's a pretty tight loop there, isn't it? Do you see that? I'm doing it so quickly. I'm seeing the code essentially now. They're just flying. That's 14. Come on. Come on. This is good work. This. I'll take being in the zine. I want to be in the zine and the zone. I got another one. I got another one here. What's this? No. Bollocks. I really hope, like Ben says, Zaki's fallen over drunk on the drop Proof's button at From. He's been out all day. Been day drinking. Had a big brunch. All you can drink brunch and Izakaya. Yeah, fucking right. Oh. Let's go away from him. But usually he's just stay alive. Drinking Guinness directly out of the pump. Not even let it out. Gareth says left his pie on the give Bruce button. Right. Ramen. Is it good? He's just finished his tea. I don't know whether we have one with Guinness and Nitros. If we did have a Guinness can, I would have one of them. It's a little treat. I don't know if we have any of those. And I'll check after the next one. So we've got to see how fast I can do these. Come on. Oh, what am I doing? Two-handing that? I'm just fucking madman, man. Bit of a messy one, this. Bit of a messy one, this. I'm just going to check whether we have one of them. We've got Guinness surgery, but that's for the other type of Guinness thing. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have. Probably shouldn't tweet out a clip of our Hagrid chat in memory of Robert Coltrane, even though it's a beautiful moment. Yes, please. What are we on there? What is going on here? I know this is how chance works, but come on. We had a real dry spell, didn't we? Oh, you really flipped distance on that. This last hour has been a real morale boost, for sure. I don't know why I did that. Once more back in. Let's go on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh, Angela Lansbury died as well. No. Sad, isn't it? I always remember Robert Coltrane Cracker when I was growing up. I never watched Cracker, I wasn't allowed to because I was too young. I don't know if it was it Naughty Cracker? No, Band of Gold was. Yeah, I saw that quote about Piers Morgan. It was like in his obituary, wasn't it? doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. I think Sam wanted to check what we're on. We're on 16. We're on 16. I think if I get these 4 more and we're at a decent time, let's just do a boss or something just to end it with. I don't think I can. I don't think I've got the. I'm starting to feel a little sick actually with the sore throat. Don't think I've got the energy to do all 30 tonight, so we might have to do another quick grinding stream. I might make that like that won't be next month's stream because I can't just do. We'll do it as maybe like we'll do 2 of these next month so we can actually crack on and make some bigger progress. Sam's right, I did get more than I did today, so we're doing really well. It's just, I don't know if I can do another 3 hours of this tonight. It's a little bit. Yeah, I know that we could do them off screen, but I feel like we've got to preserve it all. We've come this far, we've got to do them on stream, right? That's why I feel bad if making this another whole stream if we're only doing 1 a month. That's why I do it. Let's get on to New Game Plus as well. So we'll do 2 next month. I just like your eyes start going doing this too much. What boss should we do? So if this is like eating our vegetables, and I actually quite like eating vegetables. But what is what's going to be our dessert? What's going to be our little dessert to end this? What boss would people like to do that we've got available to us? We'll do 1 boss. Get some suggestions in the chat, please. Oh, I'm not concentrating, so I've got Nick's on there. Yeah, we've got all of, like, Ariandel, so we could do the first one in Ariandel, nice and easy. What's the next boss we got in Ring City? The only thing is, my stats on this character aren't great for combat. Basically, I can just do this. Yeah, let's not do Medea. Let's do the first boss in Ariandel. Wagon here. Go on. Ooh, obviously a cane pen. We want those clean sheets. We want those clean sheets. Come on. Like, that's the thing. Everton probably not scoring, hopefully. Sorry if you're an Everton fan. The Wolf boss is quite early in Arendelle, isn't it? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I leant back into that like an absolute prick. Oh, I need that. I was like, I need to put that up just in case. Hello, Madge? Hello, Maggie. I, got too many drinks on the go. Okay. I'm sorry, that is very good. I'm sorry, I should be waiting just in case we get the mythical dub. I would have been sad if that was the dub. We're up to 17, we're absolutely flying with this. Oh, let's get these souls. God, what was that second hour about now, in retrospect? Like, so slow that second hour. Look at us now. I feel like we're in a good rhythm here. I am killing them quicker as well. I'm fanning about less. The B, and also it's the B. Let's be honest, it is the B. I thought that was it then. Ah, that is just me not concentrating. B is all we need. Is all we need. And not to get snapped, like Mel points out. Pop those coins. Pop those coins. Pop those coins. We're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing it. These head was on the set spells off that. That's wasting time just switching between them. Come on, Daniel, we don't have time for spell switching. Do you remember when we used to play the main game? That was nice, wasn't it? I'm just gonna take these other spells out. I'm not using them, so. Also, yeah, let's just optimize this a little bit. Keep them in just as an emergency heal. Actually, I should have an ember so I have maximum health just to help. This game is more than just this, I promise. Here we go. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. I thought we were going to get the dub then. It's basically these nights now, Madge, because Shackles we didn't do, but it's because we didn't release the guy, so we're going to have to do that in New Game Plus, but that should be pretty easy. Has anyone got any questions? Because I mentally am going to another place right now. Doesn't have to be about RKG or me. Trivia. Anything. Anything. How's my week been? It's been good. We've just been working, actually. Just been working. Can't say what on just yet, but it's so soon to knowing so much stuff. What's on the tap for the Halloween streams? We're not probably gonna announce the Halloween stream tomorrow, but what I can do is, can I show you? This morning I got up and I was working on the artwork for the Halloween stream. Is it this? Hey! Oh, so I made this morning. which might be the key art for the Halloween stream. I haven't perfected it yet. Might change the colours, but that's roughly what we're looking at. Yeah, I'm not sure. We do know what we're going to play, but we'll probably announce it tomorrow or beginning of next week. Costumes are in the works as well, obviously. Mini Kiev's yay or nay, Gareth says. I say yay. I don't know if my costume's as good this year. I'm not sure about it. I like it, but I need to practice an aspect of it. Thing is, I always cheat with my costumes because they pretty much just buy them off the peg and then I do my own makeup. But this year, if you missed the beginning of the stream, I said this one's a bit more homemade this year. There's one aspect of that I've got to practice this week actually. What I wanted to go out as originally, I couldn't get in time, but I might be able to do it in the future. Oh, I thought that was it, 'cause of all of them. No, there's nothing wrong with homemade. To be honest, I would always think homemade is probably going to be way better. It's just in the past I've been caught out and been lazy, but homemade is way better. It's a 2 weeks to MCM, Jesus Christ. Wonder if I think Rory's probably gonna be away from that. Yeah, 'cause he usually does it. Rory's cosplays are usually amazing. Thing is, I did that Pennywise makeup. I don't know if I trust myself to do anything that. I did the Beetlejuice one, but I guess that's quite simple makeup because not that precise. Ah, Daniel, what are you doing? Oh, Alexis says, any spooky Halloween reads that come to mind? It's not a single collection per se. The British Library do a really cool series of books called Tales of the Weird, and there's a lot of entries in that collection now, and they collect them. They organise basically a lot of 18th and 19th century stories by writers that some are well known, some are actually largely forgotten, and they always collect them around a really interesting theme. So there's ones about like mathematical horror stories or horror stories relating to tattoos or woodlands or the sea. and I think they've just released a collection that is all about acoustic horror stories, so strange sounds. And I think they've also done a collection that is all about the god Pan. So if you've never read, to look those up because they're a really cool collection. And just because they did a Pan collection, if you've never read Arthur Macken's The Great God Pan, that's a really good short story. It's like actually a novella, I guess. Ah, people have heard of these. Some people have got some. Math is the true horror as well. They're really cool. They've got a very distinctive cover style. I think there's like, it's probably like 15 or 20 in that collection now. There's like sea ones, there's stories relating to the trains in Britain, Cornish horror stories. They're really cool collections. Oh, he does have a nice labyrinth pan. Our pan. Oh, have you seen our pan? Have you seen his labyrinth? Oh, it is lovely. He made it himself, he did. It's like Royal Family, but there you go. Thank you. Oh, have you seen our pan recently? He's got a lovely labyrinth. Built it himself, he did. Oh. It's like Alan Bennett. Oh, our pan, he's been building that labyrinth down at Bottom Garden for the last 12 years. Ah! Fuck off, you horned-headed prick. Okay, okay. They've also, British Library have also done some collections of Arthur Conan Doyle's Weird Tales as well. They're really cool hardback. I don't remember what that series is called. There's like a hardback series where they've collected more famous writers. I think it's like Tales from the Fireside or something. You're a knobhead, mate. You're an absolute knobhead. No one likes you. We are on Sib. We are on 18. So we got. I think we're gonna do 2 more tonight because I'm honest. I'm properly flagging. Let's see if we can just kill this guy quick. One more stream, easy. So what have we done tonight? We get... How many did we get tonight? We got 14 tonight. Or 13. Well, by the time we get there. Oh, come on!
Very good.
Imagine if this is a dub. Can't have everything. This is... What was that second hour about? Where we got fuck all for like 90 minutes. I can't remember. I think we did... Did we start with 8? Or 6? I think we started... Did we started with 6, didn't we? Oh, me... I wasn't watching the screen. Oh, sorry, it was 8, was it? trying to be more hopeful. So, right. We're one away. This could be it. This could be it right now. It's not it, though. Do this, and then maybe just do the first bit of Arendelle for a bit of a laugh, eh? Could be the next one. Whenever the time you pick it up and it's more than one thing, I'm always like, slow. Here we go. Well, I'll start putting a bit more B on these because we're just one away. Right, B please, get some B's going. Give us some B. Okay, we literally can't pick up more Titanite now. Come on. We're there. We're nearly there, guys. Come on, we're nearly there. We're nearly there, everyone. That's left on that stairs forever. So much B in the chat, I have to allow it. Right, B. Give us the B. Oh. Right, let's... Should we just discard this? Just so it's really annoying not to be doing that. I mean, we don't need it, do we? Is that just going to stay there? Is that remained after it drops, didn't it? But the fresh ones remain, okay. It's not very nice that... Okay. Or did I not discard it? So, how can I... Is that smaller ones? It's these, right, sorry. You're right, yeah, I've got it now. It wasn't large ones, it was little ones. Cool. Oh, bloody hell. Right, we're so fucking close here. Right, B, please. B, come on. Come on, come on, come on. It's not the one. So close. So fucking close. So close. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Didn't even let any B. Right, B on this one. B, 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 B. I'm gonna have a little break. He slid down the stairs. That's because he's heavy with the proof. Heavy with the proof. Heavy with the proof. It's not the one. Thought it was going to be the one, and it wasn't the one. Oh, might be the one. Ramen is believing. I think he's asleep. But that is the... Because he just knows it's going to be a sure thing. So he's like, he needs to be up, does he? He's like... B. 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 Come on. Come on, come on, come on. B. Ah, oh, no. Nah, not... I don't know why you're celebrating, Ramen. It's not happening. Well, I mean, this one's gone to shit. This is going to be the one because it's just messy. Can we have some B, please? B, please, B. Can we have some B? I thought that was it. I don't know if you heard. I pressed the Chivo music by accident. I got too excited. Bollocks. Too excited. Premature Chivo music. It's very common amongst men my age. Oh, that's not gone against us. Thanks for the Spurs update. We just want that clean sheet for the fantasy as well. B, 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 B. Everyone, B. B. Oh. I thought that was the one as well, Alexis. We just want that Spurs clean sheet as well. That would be a massive B. Come on. Who's feeling it in their plums now? Okay. Believe it. Gotta believe it. If you don't believe it, it's not gonna happen. Right. Next one is a plum run. Kilray says next one is a plum run. Right. Everyone ready for the plum run? Warm up your plums. I've used an Estus. That's how sure I am of this one. Don't even need that fucking Estus. You got. Oh, you need to definitely kill him. Okay. We are developing proof of a plum believed. Love it. We are developing a cult, Jen. Welcome. What role do you want in the cult? A lot of the major roles in the cult are still available at this time. Right, I haven't got long for the belief, so the belief's got to happen very quickly. Give some belief, give some belief. Because I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna... Okay, it wasn't the one. What kind of cult you remember of? Plum cult? What's that? You don't want to know because you're not in the cult. Assistant to the junior vice president of the Plum cult. I don't know what I'm doing there. Being an idiot. Okay. B, come on. B, come on. Come on, cult. Come on, plums. Right. Okay. We go again, we go again, we go again. I was just trading blows with him there. That's stupid. If anyone's got any plums in the house, go get the plums and cradle them. Because this is how we harness the power of... Oh, fuck, I'm saying now. Right, okay. Please give me bees. We're plumbing the depths. We're plummeting. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're sailing, mate. We're flying, flying. Lexington actually planted a plum tree. Amazing. Right. Bees, please, and plums. Plum, I want big plum energy. Big plum energy. Wasn't big enough. Not on that one. Not big enough for that one. It's not the one. It's good though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to turn my nose up at it. It's not the one we needed. Right. These. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm not next to it. I feel like we're going to have a bit where we don't get one for 90 minutes now. A bit messy, that one. Believe in it. Believe in it. If you believe in it, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen if you believe in it. Oh shit, my camera's... I'm trying to do this one-handed. Believe in it, and it's gonna... Not gonna happen on that. There will be plums at Finchy Fest. They're the ones that do the show, aren't they? Woo. Okay. Oh, I turned back into that like an absolute dickhead. Yes, Spurs clean sheet, fantastic. Very happy with that indeed. And I'm going to do this quick because I'm low on health. Yes! We did it! Oh my god! Oh, my health is going down still. We did that. We did that as a team through the power of belief. Let's go back to some sweet Chivo music. We wrote that together. We've got, let's have a little visual check on them, a little visual confirmation. Where we're at, let's have a little visual confirmation. 20 of the seconds. Everybody celebrating with a plum. Did that with a plum. Not happy with it, but that's what we did. Right. I can't do any more tonight. That's absolutely done me in. Shall we see if we can do a boss quickly in the DLC? Am I right in saying I get to this via the cathedral? Is that right? Through Cleansing Chapel. Let's have a see if we can do this. And if not, then I'm just going to give Ramen a cuddle and we'll go home. I'm up for, if we can do this quickly, not quickly, if it's easy to get to and not a pain in the arse, then let's give it a go. How do I actually have the bonfire? Do we go into the DLC briefly? Yeah, we do, yeah. Is anyone I can summon in for this? Yeah, I would like some help hooning it, because I don't know where I'm going. So yeah, if anyone wants to, like, the password as usual is Krupa SOS. If you're there, we can hoon it together. Get some of this gear off. Probably do want to reallocate. What I might do is I might just, if while people want to, it's the first snowfield bonfire, because I have no idea where I'm going. I see a sign there. I'm just going to quickly go back to Firelink and actually get some health Estus. That's something we should do before we go into New Game Plus is scoop up more Estus shards. Oh yeah, I forgot about the belt. Is gonna have to. We have to go with what we get, don't we?
What needs?
I know what you're saying, Ben. 0 Estus. I'll do 5. See if I can stay alive. But I want to do some damage. I've got a massive health bar though. I should remember, which will help a bit. Good night, Nathan. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for your plums. Yeah, so any snowfield, we'll go snowfield, and then we'll take it from there. We're absolutely nailing this time. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. I see you, Rolly boy, Samson. Who's Samson again? Samson Sam. That's Shelley. And there's Rolly boy there. Here we go. Hello, hello.
Very good.
Oh. Taylor. That's who Samson is. Hello, Taylor. Right. Should we go? I have no idea where I'm going. I can't remember this DLC at all. Let's go. Oi, oi. Oh yeah, these little tree bastards. Who knows where they're going? There's gonna. There must be. Is there another bonfire before we get to these wolves? They're just over here, like over the edge again. I remember this. This is funny. I remember this because in Prepared Strike, this is when we were talking about Westworld, isn't it? If I remember correctly. Oh, oh no. Samson! We will avenge thee, Samson. will avenge thee. Wait, those are wolves that are a boss, or is that it? I can't remember. This is the best bit when you just like absolutely destroy stuff in this game. I feel a bit weird not having a sword. Should we just keep going? Oh, I've got this bonfire.
Well, I don't know, but I am. Now out. Now out.
Yeah, I do remember this. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me now. Fucking hell. It's like having your own personal like action detail. It's really... I would advise everyone plays the Soul games like these. Not Rory. Oh shit. Oh lads, that's me gone. Oh, fuck off. I wonder, is it worth me just hooning it? Let me just try one if I can hoon it down there. Let me just try if I can do one running past everyone. Then I can meet you in the next bonfire. Let's see if that works or not. Oh god. How do I get that bridge to go? Do I need a sword? I don't have a sword, lads. I need a sword quickly. Yeah, I think I just saw the other bonfire down at the bottom. Let me just see if I can hoon it past everything. It might just be easier in terms of timings. Oh no, that's not the way, that's not the way. That's not the way, that's not the one, that's not the one, that's not the one, that's not the one. That's not the one. I said that's not... Oh, how many souls have I got there? Should have really spent that, shouldn't I? Oh, that was my bad. I was an idiot. I can do that. Did we do we did champion gun deer, didn't we? Did we? I was pretty much at the end of that, wasn't I then? I think I was just a little bit... If I just composed myself a bit more, that last bit would have been fine. Oh, I've got an itchy eye. I've got an itchy eye, everyone. I've got an itchy eyebrow. Fuck. I really need to scratch my eye. Which way am I going here? I'm going off left. Which way am I going for this bonfire? Oh. I saw it from above. There you go. Got it. Oh, right. That wasn't too bad. That was pretty good. Right. Where are our summons? Oh, I'm not. I've died, haven't I? Hello, Peg. We're doing well. We've got 20 Proof of Concords, but I think we're going to leave it on that. But we're going to do a little bit of boss killing. Rolly boy, Samson, welcome. Right, where are we going from here? This is horrible. This is, I mean, I feel like this is going to be a foregone conclusion. Oh shit, okay. it's not a nice death, but it is a quick one. There we go. Thank you, everyone. Another sunlight medal. We don't even need them anymore. Dripping in medals and covenant items. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to do a little.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me for the stream. I mean, it was pretty good progress. We're up to 20. Like I said earlier in the stream, we'll do the remaining 10 on the next stream. I'll go full screen. We'll do the remaining 10 on the next stream, and then I think maybe let's do another stream next month, because I think we should just like get stuck into the next bit, or we could even do the DLCs really quickly. But yeah, that's it. Before I go, I'll just get Ramen to say goodbye to you all. You want to say goodbye to everyone? Come on, little man. You want to say goodbye to everyone? No, you're a bit tired. Sorry, I kind of just grabbed him and he was sleeping. Well, you were snoozing. You want to say hello to everyone? Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna go home. Hope everyone had a nice time. I did. No matter what you're doing for the rest of the day, have a lovely time, and I'll send you details of when the next streams are really soon. Good night, everyone. Take care of yourself. Bye.